faces on this Sunday morning? Great. Hello, I can see him Singh, I can see Yogita, I can see Polami. Hi. Hi Prabhu. Hi Mehul. Mayank. Hi Hiral. Hi Dr. Surya. Yuvraj. Amit. Oh my God. It is just awesome to see all of you. Welcome everyone on this auspicious occasion of the Shara. And it is a festive mode for all of us out in the Super 30 and the MRM family for obvious reasons. So before we begin the festivities today, let us please request the Karale family to light the lamp and set the ball rolling for this occasion. May I please request every one of us to kindly stand in honor of the lamp. I request Team AK to kindly spotlight the family. Thank you so much, AMOL Karale and family. Once again, good morning and a very, very warm welcome to every single one of you. Wish you all a very happy Dashera. While we celebrate the victory of good over evil, which is symbolized by Ma Durga slaying the mighty Mahishasura and by Rama killing the 10-headed Ravana, this festivity has a whole new meaning for us today. The magic of failure. Yes, that's what brings us here together on this Sunday morning. I, Lavanya Dekhandi, would like to invite all of you on this fabulous life journey, which a normal person like you and me took from slaying every one of his failure, being unperturbed by every single chaos that he was undergoing in his personal space, and emerging as a true winner. Today is the unveiling of The Magic of Failure, the book authored by my mentor, Mr. Amol Krishna Karale. We all need to accept that we won't always make the right decisions. Do you agree with me? We'll even screw up royally sometimes. But understanding that failure is not the opposite of success. In fact, it is a part of success. They both go hand in hand together. That is what this book is all about, my dear friends. Well, without spilling any further beans, let me request Mr. Krishna Karale, Mrs. Sindhu Karale, and Mrs. Varsha Karale, along with Mr. Dev Gadvi, to unveil this treasure, the magic of failure for all of us. May I please request Team AK to spotlight them, please? Okay, while they spotlight, let me also welcome and see who else is on here. Lovely backgrounds. Yeah, I am totally in love with your backgrounds. Do you like my background, guys? If yes, give me a double thumbs up. Thank you so much. Okay, I can see Sanjeev Kulkarni ji. I can see Vijaya Mahantesh ji. I can see Sandeep. I can see Saumitra Banerjee. And so many of you from different places of the world, right? I can see somebody from Dubai here, somebody from US. It's just amazing, man. Amazing. And I hope you all are decked up for killing the Ravana today. Is today celebrated as Vijay Dashmi? Yes. Is that what it is today? Navmi and Dashmi together today, is it? Lovely, lovely. And the celebrations are here. And I am in Bangalore and the celebrations are here as well. Well, not as much as it used to be, but yeah, we're missing the Dandiya nights and Gada nights, right? How many of you are missing it too? Yeah, yeah, I know. Well, I can see Dr. JP. I can see the small and the cute Anshu Todi. I can see Hiral. Hi, Hiral. I can see Miracle Ritesh with his mother and his father. So lovely to welcome all of you. I can see Sunil Jadavji. I can see Amit Kumar. I can see Chandan. Hello. Awesome. Is Mr. Dev Gadvi here? Can I see him?
Lavanya, Devi joining in next 3 minutes.
Okay, great, great. So, while we wait for our esteemed guests, how many of you want to play a quiz? How many of you are really following AMOL for some time now? Maybe a year, 6 months. Yeah, I can see so many hands going up. Yeah, which means I'm sure you must be knowing a lot about him from his videos, from his posts. Yes. Mm-hmm. Can we just have a quick check on what you know about him? Yeah, shall I throw a few questions? And the chat box is open, guys. So let's see who gets it right first. I have my chat box open here as well. Okay, all of us have seen a mole's transformation journey physically, right? We have seen in his webinars how he shows the photo of how he was looking earlier and his gym transformation and how he looks now. We all adore that transformation. Can anybody tell me how many kilos has he exactly lost from 2018 till now? 25, okay, 17, 9, 108 to 78. Oh my God, precise, huh? Okay, 23.8. Okay, roughly about 39. Okay, 24. Are you talking about his age, 24, or the number of kgs? He looks very, very young, right? Now? Yes. So many people are right, or many people are close to the right answer. He has lost 24 kilos, man. That is an amazing thing. So many of us are still struggling, and we have so many who are guiding us from this team as well, like Dr. Rajendra, Sonal, and all of them who are guiding us. But 24 kilos is an amazing transformation, and love it, adore it for it. Okay, how many of you have seen his certificates, his school certificates and mark sheets? Yes, that he always shows during his webinars. Hmm. Have you ever wondered which school did he go to? How many of you know which school did he go to? Come on, which school did he go to? Yes, Ishita. Yes, Sudhir. Absolutely. He went to Holy Cross High School. That's great, yeah. So it's great to know how we know about people, right? That's really interesting. Some things we don't give so much heed to because his teachings are so profound that we tend to miss out some minute details, but getting to know these small things is what makes the whole journey so interesting, right? Awesome. Okay, this I think many of you should know. We all know that he failed in three businesses before what he was doing, what he is currently doing, right? What are the three businesses? Type in one sentence and send it. Mobile phones, textiles, okay. Mobiles, kurtis. One more, guys. One more. Put it in one sentence and send it. All three together. Hmm. Yes. Yes. That's right. So he was having a mobile shoppy initially. Then he started off with the ladies' kurti, which is a retail shop. And then he became a consultant for MBA, which means he ventured into education. And how amazing it is to see a person who's grown through all of these failures and mentor each one of us today. Amazing, amazing, awesome. How many how many of you are employed here as in intrapreneurs? That's what is the new cool word, right? Entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs. How many of you are employed here? And we also know that Amol, before becoming a mentor, he was also employed somewhere, right? Yeah, I can see so many of you saying, me, you're all employees somewhere. And of course, it takes a great deal of dedication and commitment to be that kind of an employee, which every company values, right? So, any guesses? How many interviews did Amol fail in before he got a successful interview? Oh my God. Okay. 10, 63. What was that? 63, guys. Certainly not 63. 6 plus 3. Okay. Okay. 6.3. I wonder how that would be. 6.3. Okay. So the right answer, I think many of you have guessed it right. It is 7 interviews. Yeah. He did fail in 7 interviews. And today we have a guest who is going to speak to all of us about his corporate journey as well, as in how Amol was when he was working in a corporate. How many of you want to know that? We've all seen him as this mentor who is like a role model for all of us, learning so many things. Yeah, but how was he when he was younger, when he was in corporates, when he was studying? Maybe. How many of you want to know that? It will be interesting, right? Okay. Yeah. Any of you, I'll just give 1 minute per person each. If you guys want to unmute yourself and say something even before, I'm sure many of us have not read the book, but if you want to speak, just raise your hand, and I think I will be able to unmute you. Okay, Vinay Kumar, let me unmute you, Vinay.
Namaskar, very good morning to all. Present in this exclusive virtual book launch by Mr. Amol Krishna Karale. And a very happy Vijayadashmi to everyone here. I'm sorry I am not able to turn on my camera due to bandwidth issues, and I have back to back events for the whole day uh, because this is the period of Q&A, and we are celebrating with a lot of organizations. So apologies for that. Well, I must say that the most important thing which Amol made me learn is to be consistent in energy and enthusiasm. And I think Amol learned it too from his failures. And this is the reason he converted his failures not into bad experiences, but into an excellent expertise. And I call it an E factor. And this is how he was able to deliver excellence. And this is something which is really inspiring for all of us. We all have learned something or the other thing from Amol. For example, I shared my learning. So what it matters is how much we are able to learn from a person who himself has learned from his own failures. And I wish him very all the best, and I pray for his success. And all I can say is the biggest compliment for Amol will be nation needs people like Amol. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vinay. Absolutely true. It's amazing how a person picked up himself every time and went that one step ahead to achieve that. And each one of us, I think the greatest tribute that we can pay to our mentor, whoever it is by learning from what they are teaching and putting it into action. Because if there's no action, then nothing at all makes any sense. How many of us, especially during this COVID season, have attended n number of webinars, right? So many webinars, so many coaches online. We have so many avenues of um, learning, but then how many of us have actually implemented that, put that into action is what matters. I can see some more people requesting. Can I please ask Sanjeev Kulkarni ji to unmute yourself and say a few words, please? Yes, Sanjeev ji.
Yeah. First of all, happy Dasara to everyone. I know Mr. Amol for a long time, and he is one of the genuine and truthful to himself as well as others to all. And the main thing is what I have learned from him is the failure, the magic of failure. The book itself says that failure is a part of success. And rightly, Lavanya rightly said that failure is essential in our life also because that is a stepstone. We can use failures as our stepstones. And I was a fool, like, I was having a fear of failures, and Amol has taught us not only about the failures or the stepping stones, but he also told us about the morning rituals and so many things. How Super 30, especially I'm a part of Super 30 also. I learned a lot of things, and I wish him all the best and congratulate him on his successful launching of the book, The Magic of the Failures. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Over to you,
Sanjeev.
Lavanya. Yeah.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji. We'll just take one last person, Amol Solanki. If you're here, you can unmute yourself, and then we directly head to the book launch.
Yeah, sure. First, thank you so much, Lavanya. And congratulations, Mr. AK and my mentor. And it's really a great day for today. And to all of the who is right now live today, happy Dasara. I'm really blessed to connect with Amol. I believe I connected with him last year, and I saw his journey, and with the emotional his videos, I got inspired, and I started my journey. And I believe right now it's amazing transformation with myself also, and with his inspiration and his help. And I'm sure he's going to be a rock. And yes, people like you, it's really need a lot of people, and we need to transform the people's lives. So thank you so much for your all helps and guidance and support. All the best.
Thank you, Amol. Thank you. I'm sure many of you are eager to speak and share your views, but let's proceed with the agenda for today. We have the pleasure of welcoming the guest of honor today, Mr. Dev Gadvi. May I please request Team AK to spotlight Mr. Dev Gadvi as he unveils the magic of failure, along with Mr. Krishna Karale and his family, to do the honors together.
Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? Good, good. First of all, Lavanya, wonderful hosting, man. Very good job. Very good job. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. What a big day today, huh? Thank you so much. I'm absolutely honored to be here. And this is one of my proudest moment. इतनी खुशी अपनी book launch करके नहीं हुई थी जितनी अमोल कराले की launch करने के करके हो रही है. And the impact that he has on people's life, it clearly shows that we are almost 300 people here is not a joke. Like if we had a physical event, it's going to be a big, massive hall with 300 plus people. So that clearly shows how much this man has impacted people's lives. So I'm really, really honored to be here and having the opportunity to, to witness Amol Karale is one of the biggest milestones and the historic day for him. And happy Dashera to all of you on this lovely, lovely occasion. Wish you all a lovely, lovely life. Thank you.
So now may I please request the Karale family, along with Dev Gadvi sir, to please do the honors and release the book that we are all eagerly waiting for, The Magic of Failure.
Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely hardcover. I can actually feel. I was waiting to unveil it, but it's a normal. Is it? Wait, sir, wait. We'll do it tomorrow. All right. Good. So, are we gonna do it unveiling right now, or just let me know when to start? Okay, I can see Amol and family.
You can, Dev sir, you can also just like open
Yeah.
it.
Okay, okay. I'm very clumsy in opening the books and all, okay? The parcels. Okay. All right. Can we have big round of applause for Mr. Amol Karale? Come on. तालियां हम सुन नहीं पाएंगे पर feel जरूर कर पाएंगे, महसूस जरूर कर पाएंगे. We will be able to feel. It's a big day. I'm sure Amol is having a lot of adrenal rush today. Okay. So, all right, there you go. There you go. Okay. I'm not going to be soft and gentle, okay? It's a book launch. It's called Fata Poster Nikla Hero, right? Let's do this from here. Wow, Fata Poster Nikla Hero. From zero to hero, Mr. Amol Karale. Am I the first one to unveil? Yeah, oh no, I'm the second one. Amazing, amazing. This is lovely, lovely. Congratulations, Amol, for this big day. Congratulations, uncle, auntie, namaste. Bada amazing din hai. I don't know if mom and dad had shared the speech already or.
Now they'll be sharing. My dad will be sharing now.
Okay, okay. तो आप क्या बोलना चाहेंगे, अंकल? आज बहुत बड़ा दिन है अमोल के लिए. ऐसा लड़का जिसने कभी आर्टिकल नहीं लिखा था, कभी एक पैराग्राफ नहीं लिखा था, उसने पूरी बुक छाप दी. ऐसा मतलब हद हो गई है. And I love it. The quality of the paper, the book, it's really amazing. So आपको कैसा लग रहा है अंकल?
एकदम अच्छा लग रहा है.
आपने कभी सोचा था सपने में कि मेरा बेटा एक दिन ऑथर बनेगा?
कभी नहीं सोचा.
राइट. अभी तो शुरुआत है अंकल. देखिए अभी 5 बुक और आना बाकी हैं, 10 बुक और आना बाकी हैं अगले कुछ सालों में. और टीवी पे तो आपका बेटा आ ही गया है ऑलरेडी. तो वो तो उसने कभी पूरी कर दी है. आपको कैसा रिएक्ट होता है कि आपके फैमिली वाले या कोई रिलेटिव वगैरह ने कुछ बोला?
बोला है.
क्या बोला आपके रिलेटिव्स वगैरह ने?
क्या बोला?
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत कुछ बोले, सब अलग अलग बोले।
अच्छा,
तो ऐसा सोचा नहीं था कि ये लड़का आगे बढ़ेगा जरूर। से बहुत जन बोले, मेरे रिलेटिव बहुत सारे बोले, उनको हमेशा कमजोर समझते थे, तो वो उन्होंने साबित करके बताया कि मैं कमजोर नहीं हूँ।
Sir, my dad has made one speech he would like to talk.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, एब्सोल्युटली।
हेलो, हैप्पी दशहरा। प्रिय भाई और बहनों, मैं अमोल का पिता कृष्णा रामचंद्र कराले की तरफ से आप सभी को मेरा प्रणाम। मैं कोई वक्ता नहीं हूँ या बहुत पढ़ाई की हुआ इंसान नहीं हूँ, फिर भी मेरे बेटे अमोल और मेरे परिवार के बारे में दो चार शब्द बोलना चाहता हूँ। मैं किसान का बेटा हूँ। मेरी पढ़ाई गांव के माहौल में बहुत मेहनत करके हो गई। 12वीं के आगे पढ़ाई करने की इच्छा थी, लेकिन घर के विकट हालात देखकर मैं मेरा करियर बनाने के लिए 1977 में मुंबई आ गया। मुंबई आने के बाद मैंने एक छोटी सी कंपनी में काम किया जब मेरी उम्र लगभग 21 साल की थी, मगर मुझे आज़ादी वाला काम चाहिए था। इसके लिए मैंने कंपनी का काम छोड़कर सिलाई यानी टेलर का काम सीखकर अपना खुद का व्यवसाय रेंट की दुकान में चालू किया। मैंने दिन में 16 घंटा मेहनत करके मेरे बच्चों को यानी बेटा अमोल और बेटी प्रियंका दोनों को अंग्रेजी मीडियम में पढ़ाकर एक अच्छे इंसान बनाने की कोशिश की है। यह मेरी इच्छा आज मेरे बेटे अमोल और बेटी प्रियंका इन्होंने पूरी की है। मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि मेरा बेटा और मेरी बेटी पढ़कर मेरा नाम रोशन करेंगे। आज अमोल जी जो स्पीकर बने या उनका बुक द मैजिक ऑफ फेलियर लिखकर लॉन्च कर रहे, इसके पीछे उनकी कड़ी मेहनत और पढ़ाई में लगन का नतीजा है। अमोल ने मेरा और मेरे परिवार का सपना पूरा किया है। उन्होंने अपने मम्मी पापा का भी सपना पूरा किया। इसके लिए मैं और उनकी मम्मी शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ। अमोल को अच्छा इंसान बनाने में उनकी मम्मी सिंधु इनका बड़ा सहयोग है। उनकी मम्मी ने फर्स्ट से लेकर 10 तक पढ़ाने तक बहुत मेहनत उठाई और अपने बेटे को अपनी मंजिल तक पहुंचने का काम कर उनकी मम्मी ने पूरा किया। इसके लिए उनको भी शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ। अमोल का अच्छा इंसान बनने के पीछे उनकी भी वर्षा और बहन प्रियंका इनका भी बड़ा सहयोग है। मैं और एक व्यक्ति को भूल नहीं सकता हूँ, जो व्यक्ति है देव सर। सर ने मेरे बेटे अमोल को बहुत मदद किया है। वे मेरे लिए और अमोल के लिए सच में देव, मराठी में देव यानी भगवान है। उनको भी मैं सच्चे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ। अमोल ने जो बुक लिखा है द मैजिक ऑफ फेलियर के लिए आप लोगों को सहयोग और आशीर्वाद दीजिए। मैं आप सबका हमेशा ऋणी रहूंगा। बोलते समय कुछ मेरे से गलतियां हो गई हो, उसके लिए आप लोग से क्षमा चाहता हूँ।
बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, एकदम बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आई थिंक बहुत अच्छी स्पीच लिखी है आपने। अगर आप कविता और स्टोरी टेलिंग में जाते तो अव्वल नंबर जरूर आते थे। आपने क्या लाइन गलत पकड़ ली टेलर की, आपको राइटर होना चाहिए था आपके बेटे की तरह। बहुत बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
My mom को बोलना है।
मैं अमोल की माँ, सबको प्रणाम। बचपन से ही अमोल ने बड़ी मेहनत से अपना मुकाम हासिल किया है। पढ़ाई में भी उसको काफी मेहनत से अपयश पर मात कर सफलता हासिल की। आज का दिन भी उसकी मेहनत का ही नतीजा है। उसके मन में एक डर सा रहता था, वह जिसकी वजह से वो आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहा, लेकिन अब वो अपने साथी और लोगों को भी आगे बढ़ने का रास्ता बना रहे। द मैजिक ऑफ फ्लेयर इसका बड़ा सक्सेस है। इसमें अमोल को देव सर का बहुत ही साथ मिला। मैं देव सर का मन से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहती हूँ। नमस्ते।
थैंक यू।
May I please invite Varsha Karale, Mrs. Varsha Karale, to please share her feelings today.
Wow, I love the sari.
Thank you. हेलो एवरीवन, गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल एंड हैप्पी दशहरा टू ऑल ऑफ यू। आज के दिन हम लोग दशहरा मनाते हैं, मतलब राम ने रावण का वध करके बुराई पे अच्छाई का जश्न मनाने का दिन लोग हम मनाते हैं आज। इसी तरह आज का दिन द मैजिक ऑफ फेल्यूर का, मतलब फेल्यूर के ऊपर सक्सेस की जीत का दिन मनाने जा रहे हैं। द मैजिक ऑफ फेल्यूर, हमारे अंदर का जो डर है उसको हम पहचान के उसको सक्सेस में बदलते हैं। मैजिक ऑफ फेल्योर इज नॉट अ सक्सेस स्टोरी, इट कम्स विद सो मेनी फेल्यूर्स एंड इट मेक्स पाथ फॉर हिम टुवर्ड्स सक्सेस। हमारी शादी को करीब 8 साल हो गए। शुरुआत में जो उनका डर था और अभी जो आज के अमोल है वर्जन 2.0, बहुत सा डिफरेंस है दोनों में। और ये सब में मतलब किसी से बात करने का डर, शॉर्ट टेम्पर्ड, खुद को दूसरों से कम समझना, ये सब बुराइयां हमारे अंदर रहती है, वो भी सबके अंदर रहती है। उसको उन्होंने काफी हद तक बदला है और वो सक्सेस ही क्या, और वो सक्सेस बने हैं उसमें से। और इस सब में देव सर ने बहुत ही उनकी मदद की है, इसलिए मैं देव सर का बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ। और सिर्फ देव सर ही नहीं, हमारे इस सफर में फ्रेंड्स लोग भी रहते हैं जो हमें एनकरेज करते हैं, आगे बढ़ने के लिए हौसला देते हैं। तो मैं जोगेश जैन, सोमदत्ता सरकार, चेतना इंगरे, इन सबको भी शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहती हूँ। और आगे बताती हूँ मैं आपको, वो सक्सेस ही क्या जो दूसरों को काम ना आए। तो इसके लिए उनका अगला मिशन जो था तो वो है MRM, मतलब मॉर्निंग रिचुअल्स मास्टरी, जो उनके जैसे ही कई लोगों को खुद को बदलने में मदद कर रहा है। तो मेरी तरफ से उनको मॉर्निंग रिचुअल मास्टरी और आगे के लिए बहुत सी शुभकामनाएं, और द मैजिक ऑफ फेल्योर के लिए भी बहुत सी शुभकामनाएं कि वो बहुत आगे बढ़े। एंड लास्ट में मैं इतना कहना चाहूंगी, हमारे राष्ट्रपति जो है डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम सर, उन्होंने एक बात कही थी, वो ये है, डोंट रीड द सक्सेस स्टोरीज, डोंट रीड द सक्सेस स्टोरीज, you will only get a message from it. Read the failure stories, read the failure stories, you will get a message, some ideas to get success. Thank you all of you.
तो
Wonderful.
लगता है I feel now the whole family is into motivational speaking, yaar. Oh my God, Varsha, you really made us feel proud once again, and rightly said about Abdul Kalam ji and his sayings. Now, I would like to invite our guest of honor, the first generation millionaire, the founder of Passionpreneur, the co-founder of 1 Crore Coach, twice best-selling author, the TEDx speaker, Josh Talks, and an international speaker, our very own Gurudev ji, to please address the crowd with his motivational words.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I'm a terrible motivational speaker, but I'll try. All right. What should I say? May 2018, I saw a small group of audience, about 30 of them, in Ramada Powai. And everybody was introducing. There was a pattern where, we'll usually start a workshop with everybody introducing themselves. Everybody started introducing themselves. And this man stood up and he shared his story. Kind of from his body language, I could see that he is a shy, underconfident, nervous guy, overweight. And he spoke about how he failed in 3 different businesses. As the day went on, afternoon, this man came up to me when I was having my lunch. He said, Dev sir, I want to become your mentee. I was like, yeah, okay. We'll talk about that. No, sir. No matter what I'm in. I said, you don't even know what the program is. You don't even know what the investment is. He said, sir, whatever it is, I want to become your mentee. I said, okay, hold on. Okay, we'll talk about that. There will be a process, and there will be shortlisting process as well. And I'll explain everything, and we'll talk about that at the end of the day. And then the end of the webinar, the workshop came, and after I started shortlisting people, of course, he also was one of those people who got shortlisted. His journey from since then has been full of ups and downs. And the book title, The Magic of Failure, is 100% apt to this person who has seen failures after failures after failures after failures, failing in every place, every corner, right? So if he touches the flower, it'll go dead. That kind of failure it was. I'm just joking, exaggerating the failures that he had. But from that level to the place, I remember how much struggle he has shared. Probably I know about 10% of the struggle that he has just shared with us. But the 90% of the struggle that he has shared, I'm sure he has shared a lot with Varsha. And he definitely had a lot of those low moments where he felt like giving up, felt like, man, this is so difficult. Why am I doing this? I don't think I'm smart enough. Going from failing in exams to failing in 3 different businesses to being a failure. Somewhere I'm sure he would have started feeling that I'm a failure figure in my family. I failed as a son, failed as a husband, I'm not able to do, failed as an employee, and I don't know what to do. I'm also failing as an entrepreneur. But then, as the name says, the magic is not just in failing. Magic is in failing and continuing to walk on the path. Continue to walk on the path. It's okay. Nobody became successful overnight. And this man has actually lived those words literally through his life. So I personally am really, really excited to read the book and wish this amazing man who has never given up. And today we all are here, more than 315 people here. That clearly shows is just how big this impact is. And I know it's just going to go double and triple every year. And his journey is going to be amazing. So all of you who are here in this journey of sharing the success of Amol or sharing the failure of Amol and embracing that failure and resonating with him and being here. I'm really fortunate to be here. So thank you so much for this. And I wish Mr. AMOL KARALE to change the whole world with his MRM and Super 30 and new initiatives that he's doing along with Passionpreneur as well. Wish him good luck and more success to come along with failures. This is not the end of failures. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. That was a truly heartening moment, my dear friends, to listen to both Mr. Krishna Karale, Mr. Sindhu Karale, Varsha Karale, and Dev sir, because they have seen the journey from scratch and they have seen how the transformation has happened. Thank you so much to all of you for gracing this occasion. Now, without any further ado, I'm going to share the link of Amazon and you can go ahead and pick up your book right now. So it will be in the chat box and I request each one of you to order the book right away and begin your transformation journey. There comes the link and you can order it right now. I'm just going to stop the chat for a while so you can get the link to order. Awesome. Well, we requested some of our members of the esteemed family to review the book, as in read the book before it is launched and present their views about the book on how they feel and what are the key points that they have derived out of the book. I'd like to request CA Sudhir Shetty. CA Sudhir Shetty is a chartered accountant with more than a decade of post-qualification experience and is currently working with a leading MNC in real estate valuations domain. So now I request Mr. Sudhir Shetty to take the spotlight and share with us what are his key takeaways from the first reading of the book. Mr. Sudhir Shetty.
Namaskara, namaste everyone. I thank you, Amol, for giving this opportunity to read your book. It means a lot and a whole lot of gratitude. And when the book was being launched, when this Diya was being lit, I was getting goosebumps. Literally, my voice is shivering. So, when everybody talks about success, it takes a whole lot of grit and determination to talk about failures. क्योंकि किसी को फेलियर शब्द से नफरत होती है, मतलब काफी सारे लोग बोलते हैं फेलियर फेलियर फेलियर, तो कहीं ना कहीं एक नफरत आ जाती है. सो एंड व्हेन यू टाइटल द बुक फेलियर, it takes a whole lot of grit. That is the whole context and then the magic of it. So, and it takes a whole lot of guts to talk about setbacks, the struggles. क्योंकि कैसे बोलेंगे, क्योंकि मतलब वो जर्नी बताना एंड एक अच्छी तरीके से बताना एंड उसको कोरिलेट करना एक बहुत बड़ी बात है. And that is what Amol has precisely done in this book. And the entire transformation journey is incredible. And the best part about the book is, apart from the transformation journey, what Amol has gone through, he has given a step-by-step process, a guide about how it was done. And that is one of the key highlights of the book. And in this transformation journey, what Amol has done is, it takes us into the past, like where the entire process has started about failures, about a weak self-image, about limiting beliefs. And उस process के दौरान क्या होता है ना, we try to connect with our own self which we were not even aware, or the problems which we didn't even knew. For example, when I was trying to read the book and trying to understand कि like if I have a certain limit, why is this there? तो उसमें एक चीज ऐसा पता चलता है कि like हाँ, when I look back about my life 15 years, 20 years, my relationship with my mother, I had a very weak relationship with my mother. And I'm trying to figure out इसको कैसे सही कर सकते हैं, इसको कैसे सही कर सकते हैं. And that becomes a starting point to improve yourself and become the next version. Like when we try to heal it from within. And that has been laid wonderfully in this book. And that is the starting point for all of you all guys. And I literally thank you, Amol, for writing this book. And it would definitely help everyone at least to identify something, to start something, as the step-by-step guide is very wonderfully written. Thank you.
Wow. The amazing transformation that Sudhir has had with his mother. Imagine somebody implementing things from the learnings and enhancing the relationship with the parent is such a beautiful feeling. Thank you so much, Sudhir, for sharing your views about the book. Now, I'd like to invite somebody who's been there from the scratch with Amol and who's seen the younger version of Amol. How many of us want to hear from somebody who's there? Yes? Yes. So we all already answered the question which school he was going to. Now we're going to hear from a person who studied the school class 10. She is an Amchi Mumbai ki mulgi, a distinguished dentist. She has completed her education from Karnak Dental College in Navi Mumbai. Having worked at various dental clinics across Mumbai and Dubai, she is currently running her own dental practice in United Arab Emirates, the UAE. Her motto in life is to put a smile in every face. I'd like to invite Dr. Sana Khan Patel on the spotlight to share her views about Amol's book, Amol's journey, and about how she saw Amol. Over to you, Sana. May I please request Team AK to spotlight Sana, please?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Lavanya, for the introduction. I am Dr. Sana Nabil, as Lavanya has rightly put in. I'm practicing dentist in UAE and a mother of two. It's a privilege to be a part of this book launch event. Thank you, Amol, for inviting me to your event and giving me opportunity to share my thoughts on your journey. So my earliest memory of Amol goes back to 20 plus years. We were in the same school and classmates for, you can say, from grade 6 to grade 10. And later on, we became very good friends. We were always seated in close proximity to each other whenever in the same class. If we go back to school days, Amol was always shy and a quiet guy who always used to keep to himself. His interactions were always limited to himself, and he was always engrossed in his own learning struggles. So there was always some kind of inhibition whenever he interacted with students and teachers. So post school, we lost touch with each other, as in those days there was no Facebook, there was no Instagram. However, later on, through Facebook and Instagram, we got connected to each other. Since then, I have been regularly following his posts, his articles, his blogs, and I'm really amazed to see his transformation. Amol, today Amol is a role model for all of us. You know, how everyone can overcome their own failures and become successful in life. He has achieved success through sheer hard work, commitment, and never to say die attitude towards failure. Today, what is more inspiring is his vision to use his experience to transform the lives of millions of people who need that little helping hand to transform failures to success. I'm looking forward, Amol, to read your book, Magic of Failure, and join you all in wishing him success for the book and his mission. Thank you, Amol, and all the best to you and good luck.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sana, for taking time out of your busy schedule to address
Thanks.
all of us and for gracing this
My
occasion.
pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you, Lavanya.
Thank you. And guys, the link is on the chat like we promised, and you can order your books right now. While we all look back to the younger days, how many of you remember there was a show by Farooq Sheikh? It was called Jeena Isi Ka Naam Hai. How many of you remember seeing that? He used to call all celebrities, and their family used to come, their school friends used to come, and there used to be a huge gathering recalling every single failure of the person in spotlight and then talking about how they emerged as winners. I think today is exactly the same heartening moment for Amol, and I can see how emotional he is getting. And it is a very emotional moment for us as well, being his family and his mentees. Now, I'd like to invite another book reviewer who's read this book, and we'd like to understand what was his key takeaways from the book. So I'd like to invite Dr. JP, who is a doctorate in systems engineering, a systems analyst, and an ISO 9001 quality management system lead auditor. He's extremely passionate about stock market trading. We all know it, many of us know him. I learned that he is a stock options seller and he specializes in studying the failure of stocks and their fall in the price. How amazing is that? The failure in stock is what is a nightmare for many of us. So, what does the magic of failure mean to Dr. JP? Is what we're going to hear from him right now. Team AK, can we please spotlight Dr. JP, please?
Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity given to me to review this book. When I received the soft copy of this book, the first point I made it very clear that I want to read this book as if I don't know who AMOL KARALE is. I want to have an unbiased opinion about the book. And I read the book as if I don't know who is the author. My first impression about this book is that, it's simplicity. Simple language, very simple language that even a 10-year-old kid can follow and understand. That is the first primary takeaway for me from this book. Actually, I want to gift this book to the teens. I recommend this book to be read by teens because this book tells how to identify your core gifts so that you can be an extraordinary person in the future. And when Lavanya madam has announced the link, actually I booked 3 copies of the book. You know why 3? You may ask, you already have a soft copy, why are you buying 3 books? I tell you, 1 book is for me. I want to actually physically hold the book and feel it because the book, while reading the book, I really realized the journey of the author, the pains he has gone through, and the risks he has taken. I tell you, when I read the book, if I was in his position, I will not take the risks what he has taken. Resigning is 1.5 lakhs of a job when you have a loving wife and a loving family together and a comfortable 1.5 lakhs job, and you resign it to change somebody's life. I will not do that. I really appreciate the risk and this passion to change his life and others' life. In respect of this author, I want to hold this book and keep close it to me. The second copy is for my son. He's a student and he's doing his MBA. I want my son to read this book because this book has got the potential to change his life. Third copy, actually, I want to give it as a gift to one of my colleagues whom I met a couple of days ago. In our office, we are celebrating Navaratri celebrations, and I said hello to him, and man, how are you? With a lot of enthusiasm. And the 27, 28 years old boy says, okay, life going on, sir. All this COVID, parents are in Bengal, I'm here, problems with my boss. When I listened this, I felt very sad. Why a very intelligent, enthusiastic boy like him is receding into mediocrity? Why people with so much of capabilities opt to live an average life? So I want to gift this book to that person because this book has got the potential to change his life. Primarily, this book is about a journey of a man who wants to change his life. Actually, I don't see any necessity in changing his life, He was having a good job, loving family. Things are good. Okay, he had some problems before, but now he's settled. If I was in his place, I would have continued my life like that. In fact, I continued my life like that for 30 years. I lived in mediocrity for 30 years. Even still today, I live in mediocrity. But the moment when I read this book, specifically chapter 9, it has intrigued me something like it has what you say, man, it has twisted me right, left, I was totally disturbed. Because the questions the book asks, the answers you write, and deep introspection, going through yourself again and grilling yourself. And finally, when at the end you complete the chapter 9, you will feel different. You will really feel different, I'm telling you. First thing is, who should read this book? Before I tell who should read the book, I will tell you who should not read this book. If you are happy with your life, if you are contented and blissful, don't read this book. Buy it and gift it to someone who wants to be like you. But if But if you want to change your life, you are not happy with wherever you are, and you want to become a different person, or if you want to be better than what you are currently, this book is a must read. It's a must read. And next, when to read this book? I suggest you read this book as the first activity in the morning, because this book calls for a lot of introspection. Next, how to read this book? The author says you read this book in 3 days because it's very simple and it's only 200 pages. You can easily read in 3 days. But my recommendation is you read this book in 3 sessions. First session, you read up to page number 66. It's a cool story, what happened, his past, his mentor, and all that. Cool. The second session, you find a day where you have 5-6 hours of free time. Tell your family not to disturb you. Lock yourself in a room. Take a new book, a smooth writing pen. Close the doors. Switch off your mobile and start reading from page number 67. Next 100 pages needs a lot of your attention. Preferably you have a mirror in front of you. Look into the mirror at your face, read the book, and keep answering the queries or the narrations the author asks you to write. I assure you, at the end of 5 hours or 6 hours, by the time you will complete the next 100 pages, you will have a sense of freedom. You will feel that, is it me? How come I didn't know about myself? You will be surprised to know that you didn't know who you are. This chapter has got that much of potential. The next most important thing I want to tell you, my friends, why you should read this book. There's so many books available in the market. Veterans, great men have written great books. But why you should read this book? My justification for that is this. When Robin Sharma writes a book, 5 a.m. Club, he sells the books, but he never calls you back in the 5 a.m. in the morning and asks you, man, what's happening about your life? Right? When Grant Cardone writes a book 10x and sells it to you, you read it. Cardone will never call you back and ask you what's happening to your life, man. Are you at 6x level, 8x level, or 4x, or no x? Nobody bothers about you after selling their book. But this book has got a very unique feature, that is practical integration. The author conducts morning rituals every day at 5 a.m. in the morning. You read the book, identify what are your core weaknesses, find out where are the areas where you want to change yourself and improve yourself. Wake up in the morning, log into your morning rituals at 5 a.m. You can directly interact with the author face to face. I am sure he is such a humble, honest, and a simple person. He will hold your hand and take you wherever you want to grow. That's the reason. That is the uniqueness of this book, the practical integration with the author himself. Okay, in conclusion, if you ask, tell me about in this book in one sentence, my statement will be, this is not a book. It's a toolbox. It contains many tools, secrets, steps, worksheets, workbooks, so that once you read and identify your weak areas where you want to improve yourself, pick up the relevant tool, repair yourself, and go forward in your life for wherever you want it to go. If you ask me, tell me the essence of the whole book in one word, just in one word, I will say it is not magic of failure, or not the passion, or not the purpose, goal, or making extra income, or morning rituals. For me, if it's the only one word, if I want to pick up from this book, that will be clarity. Yes, clarity. Once you complete this book, you will get so much of clarity about who you are, why are you here, and where you wanted to go. That's the beauty of this book. So this is my opinion about this book. And you buy the book or don't buy the book, or you read the book, you don't read the book, it's your choice. Because it's your life, it's your choice. Thank you for the opportunity given.
Oh my God, Dr. JP, you literally dissected the essence of the book for us in such simple words.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Thank you so much. It was an honor having you, and how beautifully you've helped us understand how to read the book, why to read the book, when to read the book. And session 1 from page 1 to 66. In the session 2, have a mirror, have a small book, have a smooth writing pen, and introspect. This is amazing, and this makes me feel that I should be gifting this book to every person who I want to gift in this year, for sure, because they are certainly going to take a lot of things from here. And how beautifully you've put that, yes, there are international authors who are selling things, but then what we have in place here is a complete system. So we read the book, we have a guide to handhold, and we have a whole family who can take us through the journey. How wonderfully you put everything together and summed it up for us, Dr. JP. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for your analysis. Guys, how many of you are excited to read this book after what Dr. JP had to say? Yeah, all of us are. I am totally excited, and I have already ordered my book. Have you ordered your book? I can see some of you who are already telling me I've ordered the book. Yes, I'm posting the link once again. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and order the book. And don't stop at ordering. Once you have the book in your hand, start reading it in exactly the way Dr. JP explained to us. Well, yes, Ganesh, you're going to order. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, let's go to another important phase of Amol's transformation journey, and which probably triggered so many things that he took forward in a positive way. I'd like to invite Mr. Babul Saha. He is a corporate veteran for more than 3 decades now. He has served in global and Indian companies in strategic leadership positions. He's passionate about education, and he's an entrepreneur. He is an avid short filmmaker and a speaker too. Mr. Babul is the director of BSS Foundation, an education trust for post-graduation studies, and works in collaboration with the University of Mumbai Garware Institution, and is the managing director of Morphosis Learning Private Limited, a learning and a development company. Now, how is Mr. Babul connected to AMOL? Mr. Babul was the chief business officer in Fazlani Group, where AMOL used to work. And would it not be very, very interesting to understand from Mr. Babul himself about AMOL and his transformation journey? Over to you, Mr. Babul. Thank you so much.
Hi, good morning to everybody. We're talking about Mr. AMOL Karale. A very interesting person, I must say. He was in my team, and we were associated with a business school, and our job was primarily to uh, get into corporate relations. And when we are into the corporate relations, we're supposed to be talking and meeting multiple CXOs. We were limited to only Mumbai, so we were only looking at companies which were there. This gentleman, Amol Karale, met me for at least thrice. The first time he met, I think, if I recollect it right, I think he wasn't sure whether he wants to change his job or not. The second time, he wanted to know what is his role. The third time when he met me, he says, "Listen, I've decided, and I'm going to work together." So I said, "Okay." Technically, he was amazing. I have to say this. He would so easily get meetings with the super corporate leaders like nobody's ever done in that organization, or possibly I have seen that before. I must be having some 3 decades of corporate experience in leadership positions, but that was a beast. That really amazing. So for days he would snatch me out, and we would be all going to different corporates and doing that. Now, in the entire journey, there were a lot of issues which I saw as certain black spots. And if Amol allows me, uh, if I may share all of that, uh, one is he had a huge issue of anxiety. He had a little bit of he had a lot of emotional disbalances. Amol, is it right? Can I can I share all of it? I mean, of course, you have surpassed all of that. Today, you're a master, and you have some 300 people following you, 300 plus people following you in this place. I'm sure you have much more than this. So he had a super anxiety issue. He would be always very insecure in the personal aspect of it. He was not sure what he's doing is right or wrong. He bigger problem. He had a huge anger issue, and that anger would come up when he's interacting with a challenge with some people. Now, I sat with him multiple times. I really sat with him for multiple times because he was such a nice guy, and he was a good resource in the team. So he did accept that, listen, I have a lot of challenge. I have an anxiety issue. I have a lot of anger issue. I have emotional disbalances. I am often crying when I'm going to the toilet, and I need to sort of relieve myself in that aspect. A lot of issues which I haven't seen with many. Now failures are always there, and the way this gentleman has come out of it is an amazing example, I have to say this. And I invited him once to our campus, and he did multiple sessions, and I think the students were absolutely mesmerized. They were very, very happy having him. The kind of simplicity he puts in his presentation, the kind of examples that he sort of brings in, and the kind of explanation that he kind of brings in was an amazing connect with the students. And these students mostly were freshers, and of course they all knew that they want to become much better than what they are right now. I couldn't find anybody better than Amol to speak to them, to sort of engage them, and to bring them up to some level. And I'm sure with this new session to start, I'm going to call him again, and I think I'm going to keep calling him again and again. Now, there are one or two areas of a lot of personal delight, I have to say this, is that Amol would never want me to be in the room when he has to address people. Now, that's something which I couldn't explain myself, nor he could explain as well. Even today, when he's there in the class, I'm sorry, he would want me to be out of the class so that he could address them just the way he wants it. He probably becomes a little nervous. I my understanding of that, and so that's like a good small boy coming up and becoming a mature guy, and what a wonderful delight to see that he's an example for hundreds and thousands of people across. I mean, it's just not only Mumbai. I can see Abu Dhabi. I can see a lot of places which you guys have already explained. And so I think I'm going to leave it this. I think he's come out of where he used to be, and I think it's a wonderful book to sort of title it, saying "Magic of Failures." We all have failures, and why shouldn't we have failures? If we don't have failures, we really don't know what is success, and we really don't know how to define success. Because a long back, when I was a child, my chacha, my uncle, told me one very simple line: happiness is a relative term. Happiness is a relative term. If one wants to be happy with nothing, one can always be happy. But if one doesn't want to be happy, he would never be happy. So define happiness the way you would want to define it. So for that, you need to have a goal shift. And lastly, you need to have a good coach. You need to have a good mentor to sort of guide you through. It could be a spiritual, it could be what you call to build your career, to do anything that you wish to do. And what Amol does is excellent. It's wonderful. And I'm sure he has a long way to go. I'm sure he's going to be far more successful and efficient. All the very best in life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Babul. It was a pleasure having you here and to understand Amol's corporate journey as well.
My pleasure.
Just like how you said, today he is a role model for hundreds and thousands of us. And I am so proud and emotional at this point because I know the kind of transformation he's got in me, because of whom I am able to sit so confidently and talk in such a public forum. Thank you so much, Amol, for being who you are. And just like Varsha said, वो success ही क्या जो किसी के काम ना आए. If he is serving, it shows his humility, his attitude to serve the people. And this magic of failure is one more step further in serving the same community. Well, it's becoming a little too emotional for all of us, I think. I'd like to invite the next reviewer, and this person is whom I've been waiting to listen to. He is based out of the United States of America. He's an avid book reader and has read over like 150 books, 153 books, I think, in the last 1 or 2 years. And he's a deep researcher on the practical aspects of Bhagavad Gita. And he has his own YouTube channel with over 2,000 subscribers. It's called Book Gyan, Gyan. And he brings across, interestingly, the book summaries of self-improvement books. So it will be very, very interesting to understand what are his views about the magic of failure. So I'd like to invite Kapil Sunil Themgare on the spotlight to share his views about the magic of failure. It's not.
Am I audible?
Yeah, now it is.
Okay. So the first magic of failure, I'm going to say, is my headphone just ringtoned that it's just 10% battery left. So I hope that failure turns into a magic. If I go mute, let me know. So guys, I'm Kapil. Firstly, thank you so much. Happy Dussehra to all of you. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Amol. It's 1:48 a.m. So it's like post midnight in United States. I'm standing right now because I wanted to be as energetic as I could be. Firstly, what an honor to talk in front of all the dignitaries, especially, talk about the mentor in front of the mentor, Amol. It's going to be a very tough talk, but I'm going to try my best and will try to be, as fast as I could be with the interest of time. And again, with Dev sir, I'll try my best to see what I have. But as Lavanya mentioned, I think that was the best introduction I've ever received. I'm very humbled, Lavanya. You have been an amazing host throughout. Dr. JB, after your analysis, I'm not sure what I'm going to talk, but I've learned a lot of lessons from this session itself. Anyways, so the first thing that I noted, since Lavanya said I've been an avid book reader, is is the name the magic of failure? Now I'll tell you what. It firstly has the word failure, okay? And the second thing is, if you count the number of letters from THE all the way till failure, it is 17, jo 17 ko khatra bolte hai. So firstly, my mind was like, okay, there is a book that has failure, then there are a number of letters that are 17. I was like, Amol ka kya hone wala hai? Okay, and that was my first impression when I heard the name, when I hadn't even read the book. But I'll tell you what, today is Dashera, and Dashera ka matlab hai Ravan ke 10 sar ko marna. Now why am I saying this? This book has 10 chapters, okay, and I knew कि अगर ये बुक आज लॉन्च हो रहा है, मतलब सारे फेलियर, सारे खतरा का अंत होने वाला है. This book is going to make historic, kind of blockbuster, I would say. So all the best, Amol, for that. What a great and auspicious day to launch something like this. So that's the first thing I wanted to share from an analytics perspective. Okay. The next thing is, since it is Dussehra, I am gonna talk about something. I'm gonna take a minute and I'm gonna tell you the biggest failure that I know, and we all know, but we haven't ever talked about it, most of you, okay? There was a king, rather before, or let's say a day before becoming the king, he was sent on an exile, okay? मतलब वो just king बनने ही वाला था, एक सबसे बड़े साम्राज्य का, उससे एक दिन पहले उसको exile पे भेजा जाता है, okay? The first failure that he encounters. The second thing is, exile मतलब उस जमाने का वनवास. Okay, he is newly married and his wife gets kidnapped. Okay, that's the second failure he faces. Then, after few hardships and lessons, with the help of a lot of, I would say, people around him, he reaches to the shore and realizes कि अगर उसके wife को उसको छुड़ाना है, so he has to cross an ocean. The third failure, क्योंकि ocean उस जमाने में कैसे cross करेंगे? And after all of those atrocities, he finally becomes the Purushottam, Sri Ram. And talking about such a failure, like I think his life was the biggest disaster, but we still bow to him. We still bow to him because in सारे इसमें वो फिर भी काम रहे और smile करते रहे, isn't it? Now that's the magic of failure. And with that feeling, I think अगर मैंने श्री राम को नहीं देखा है तो कम से कम मैंने अमोल को देखा है जो शायद same failure से गुजरा है. He has been through similar failures, has seen a lot of hardships in his life, and then he has created something like the magic of failure. So Amol, I think that's the only thing I can do. I can literally compare you with Sri Ram on such an auspicious day. And thank you for blessing me. My life has transformed. I don't want to get into the details of it. Most of you know it, but nevertheless, all right. So that's the first thing. Now let's come to the book. Okay. इस बुक में फेलियर की बात कर रहे थे तो मैंने ना जब एक वीडियो बनाया था फॉर अमोल, आई टॉक्ड अबाउट अब्राहम लिंकन, आई टॉक्ड अबाउट अमिताभ बच्चन, और अमिताभ बच्चन से एक बात याद आ गई कि यार बुक पढ़ने का ना असली मजा तब आता है, लाइक वी एंजॉय रीडिंग बुक्स इफ दैट बुक क्रिएट्स अ इमेज इन योर माइंड. एक स्टोरी चलनी चाहिए. ओके, एंड सिंस आई हैव रेड लाइक मोर देन 150 बुक्स टिल नाउ, आई फील दिस बुक क्रिएटेड दैट स्टोरी. नाउ आई टेल यू व्हाई. इसमें ना एक चैप्टर है जिसमें वो फ्रेंड्स की बात करते हैं, लाइक ही टॉक्स अबाउट फ्रेंड्स एंड ही टॉक्स अबाउट विलेंस. And I was like, भाई बॉलीवुड बन गया, ये तो मजा आ रहा है पढ़ने को. This is literally what I was going through, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna enjoy reading this book, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, when तुम क्या होता है ना, हमारा बॉलीवुड यार हम like since teenage और since childhood वो हमारे दिल में है, ठीक है? So anything we connect with Bollywood directly goes into the heart, and that is how this book went into me. Like एकदम यार दिल में बस गया वो बुक, ऐसा है. So I'm not going to reveal everything, what those friends are, what those villains are. That's for you to find out, and hopefully you give reviews of what I have just mentioned. You're going to love it. Okay. अब the next thing, देखो यार इंडिया ऐसी कंट्री है ना जिसमें अगर कोई गिफ्ट ना हो तो फिर वो मजा नहीं आता है. करेक्ट. एंड जब इंडेक्स पढ़ रहा था, आई रेड गिफ्ट फॉर यू. आई वाज लाइक चलो यार ये बुक तो मजा आने वाला है पढ़ने को, कुछ तो गिफ्ट भी है एंड में. Now, what that gift is, again, it's for you guys to find it out. I hope you enjoy that gift. Amol, such a great thing that you have done that. And lastly, अगर वरी या फेलियर, इसके ऊपर बहुत सारे बुक्स लिखे हैं, मैं नाम नहीं लूंगा. There are many famous books written on how, वरी को कैसे ओवरकम करना है, so on and so forth. But this is the first book that I have come across जहां पे practically बताया है कि कैसे करना है. Practically is given each and every step. Okay. And then lastly, I will end this with a quote that I read on Instagram of a very famous person. I don't want to take that name because I'm not sure if it was him. But that quote was, if you want to take, if you want to buy a Rolls Royce in your life, or you want to drive Rolls Royce in your life, you have to take advice from the person who has, who already has a Rolls Royce. And what I wanted to do was, when I met Amol, I wanted to adopt the way he has transformed himself. Okay. And the first thing I realized is कि अगर उसकी तरह बनना है, तो सबसे पहले उसकी तरह शेड्यूल मेरे को जानना पड़ेगा. Okay. And I still remember I pinged Amol like few weeks ago कि आप कैसे शेड्यूल करते हो, आप ऐसा सब कैसे मैनेज करते हो. And then I realized कि अमोल ने तभी आंसर ना दिया हो, इस बुक में तो मिल गया मेरे को उसका शेड्यूल. And that is the best thing. If you get a schedule of a person who has been this successful, I think you should definitely give it a try. What that schedule is, you find out. So with that note, I don't want to take further time. We want to hear Amol also, but thank you. It's a pleasure to read this book. Pleasure for giving an opportunity to talk in front of so many dignitaries. Happy Dashra again. Jai Shri Krishna.
What an energy, Kapil. The last 2.5 minutes felt like I was literally watching a Bollywood blockbuster. Thank you so much for the wonderful review and how interestingly you have compared Lord Sri Ram's journey with the journey that we are going to encounter by reading the book, and Amol's journey. Wonderfully summarized. And I am really interested to see how you animate this book, because that's what you do. And I would love to watch out for your Book Gyan channel reviewing this book. Yeah, I hope we see it soon. Thank you so much. And I am once again super duper excited about the book. If you have not ordered it yet, what are you waiting for, guys? Go ahead. Just now Kapil said there is a gift as well, and Amol has been very, very kind enough to announce a contest for everybody who signs up for this book today, by the end of day today. So wait for it. And now I'd really like to welcome a person who we are here for. It is his book. And now I'd like to invite Amol Karale, with all due respects, congratulating him on being a newborn author. Amol Karale on the spotlight, please.
God, it's boom, boom, boom. In our passion funnel, we have this bang, 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 bang. Okay. So first of all, before I start, thank you so much, God. Thank you so much, universe, and gratitude to God and universe. Whatever I am today, it's all because of universe, of God, my parents, my mom, my dad, my wife, my sister, and none other than my mentor, Dev sir. If he would have not been in my life, I would have been the same Amol. Probably I might have committed suicide. That's for sure. I know how my life was till 2018. And if this man, if he wouldn't have given me that belief that Amol, you have some amazing something in you. You just need to come out, you need to work hard, you need to work on your belief system, you need to work on your habits. Probably I would have never been reach over here. And yeah, my family would always be grateful for him. As my dad said, my mom said, we always talk about my mentor, and my mom and dad always tell me one thing: never forget your mentor, because he has played much more important role than us. We never understood you. We never thought that you are going through so many challenges. Whatever happens, don't have the attitude. Once you start earning money, once you're making 2 crores, 3 crores, 5 crores, wherever you go, but don't forget your roots. The man who made you. See, I don't like to talk about a lot of money, but yeah, I love money. Obviously, I want to take care of my family, but it's just not about I changing my life. Obviously, I've transformed my life. Money has been always been a secondary for me. And I've learned from my mentor one thing: give value, help people, be genuine, be authentic, be vulnerable. These words I was not knowing. What do I mean by vulnerable? What do I mean by authentic? I was not knowing this word till 2018. But then I realized why you should be vulnerable, why you should be honest, why you should be genuine, why you should talk about failures. Because trust me, I have seen many mentors, trainers, coaches, and I'm following the self-development industry since I was struggling in my life from 2017. But I never came across a trainer, coach, or mentor who talks about failure, who is vulnerable, who is honest. But this guy When I started following, he always talk about I'm a guy, like my dad is a truck driver, my dad is a truck driver. I said, why? And he talks about his failure. Then I learned, yes, this is something. I got instant. My heart said to me, Amol, go and meet this guy. He is a guy who will change your life. Trust me, reaching over there, talking to him, it was not easy for me. It was not at all easy. And I just went, I attended his workshop, and I decided in just 1 hour that he is a guy who can coach me. But again, I went through so many failures. Everyone have just ignored me. My relative ignored me. My family never believed in me. My corporate bosses never thought that I can become, I can do something in life. But this guy, I don't know what clicked, and he told me, Amol, you are in this program. And trust me, I still remember there were 30 people, 30 to 35 people in that Mumbai workshop, and I'm sure no one believed in me. No one believed in me because I had such a poor self-image, such a weak confidence. I was not able to speak. My communication skill was pathetic. I never thought I would start writing post. I still remember that one day when I started writing article, I called this guy at least for 7 to 8 times. I'm not able to write article. The first article when I started writing, I took around 7 to 8 hours. The first video, I took around 35 retakes. Trust me, yes, there's a thank you. Yeah, Bondhu, like something, people have given that word, you will not grow. You don't have that kind of, something, you'll never get success. I started business, I failed in my business. All the three business I started just to make money, just to compete with others, just to prove to my parents that I have something with me. But again, I was in a wrong. I was totally wrong. And that's the reason I failed in all my three business, because it never came from my heart. I was never made for that all three business. The transformation happened. 2018 was a year full of transformation. Again, it was not easy. I was doing my job. I would need to take care of my family. Plus, I need to complete all the tasks given by my mentor. It was not really easy. I would leave at home at 8 o'clock, and I was in a sales. A lot of pressure. Plus, I need to create content, making videos. I will reach home at around 9 o'clock because my office was very far. I stayed at Sakinaga. My office was Goregaon. I will literally take 2 to 3 hours to reach home. And after coming to home, I will be tired, but again, I will just get fresh. And after 10 to 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I will just study. So this was my life. And there was one moment when I thought I want to quit this passion project. I don't want to go because it was very tough handling my job, achieving the target plus this, and I was about to quit. But again, I want to thank you. I want to be grateful to one guy who helped me that time when I was feeling low. I was about to quit, but I spoke to one of my friend who was very close to me, and his name is Jogesh. He helped me again to continue this journey. And if he was not there, probably again I would have quit this battle in between just last year. But again, I'm really grateful to him. And this is how my entire transformation happened. Then in December 2018, when I decided to quit my job, I promised to myself this time I will not run behind money. My intention will be just to serve people. And trust me, guys, now I'm not living for myself. I'm living for other people. I've stopped living for myself. I'm living just to serve other people. I really want that if a guy like me who got promoted in 9th standard, who failed miserably in 12th standard with 29 percentile, who failed miserably in graduation, who had a weak comm skills, no self-image, no confidence, if I can become version 2.0, and if I can start building my followers, and if I can make 1 crore, again, not in money oriented, but I'm proud I made this 1 crore with my efforts, with my actions. Trust me, I'm not good in IQ. My intelligent quotient is not that great. I need to work hard. I have read one book for 4 times, 5 times, till the time I've not understood the concept. I do revision for entire session at least for 5 to 6 times just to understand that concept and where I was lacking. That kind of efforts have been put because see, you all have a superpower that I can promise you one thing to all the people who are there in this session, in this launch. Trust me, guys, you all have a superpower. You all have a potential. You all have that one gift that you just want to explode, and just take that actions. Just start introspecting about your life. And trust me, life is beautiful. Life is amazing. Once you start in the transformation phase, trust me, you will start loving yourself. You'll start believing that, yes, I have a superpower. And I keep saying to my mentees, keep saying yes, yes, yes to everything. Let that go into your subconscious mind that, yes, I can do this. I can become the best version of myself. So it's my request to each and everyone. I don't want to say, because if I start, I don't. I will not be able to stop. I will not be able to control my emotions. And trust me, if you want to take something out of this launch, it was just not to brag about myself. My intention was not that. Just to brief you about my book launch. But I wanted to send one message. If a guy like me can write a book, if a guy like me can have followers, can make 1 crore, if a guy like me can make my parents proud, if my dad and my mom are so proud, they wanted I should become a doctor. Imagine, my dad had a dream, my mom had a dream that I should become a doctor and I should make my entire family proud. And I was never able to achieve that dream. I know my dad came to me just to get admission to Karnataka, and I was literally seeing that cry. My dad was crying when he was in station when I never got admission in Karnataka because they rejected me because of my failure, because of my entrance exam marks, because of 12th mark. I was literally seeing that. And when I came back to home, I was seeing that emotion in my mom. She was just crying, but she was not showing. Imagine what my family might have gone through. And I was hardworking guy since my when I was born. I would wake up at 4 o'clock. I would study, but I was not getting success. The reason I was not getting success because of the conditioning. I'm not blaming my parents. Stop blaming others. Take that responsibility. You should blame yourself. Instead of blaming your parents, instead of blaming your environment, colleagues, do you think I still staying tall? I know, but still, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be perfect. Perfectionism is a myth. Trust me. If you say, नहीं मैं जब मेरे फ्लैट में जाऊंगा तब मैं कुछ no guys, don't do this. Make mistakes. Do you think I have not made mistakes? I have made so many mistakes in my transformation journey. Do you think my book is perfect? Trust me, believe me, I have made few mistakes in my book also. But it's okay. At the end of the day, my job is to share my message or what kind of transformation. If some people want to have some grammatical errors, frames, it's okay. It's fine. As I told you, I was not good in com skills, but I've learned. And I'm fine. I make mistakes, but I learn from my mistake. Most of you don't learn from your mistakes, and you repeat the same mistake again and again and again. So don't do it. Learn from your mistakes. Next time, trust me. When I bring this version to obviously this book is the first version. Second version, I'll make a lot of improvement. I will take the feedback from my audience. And one thing which I've learned, take your feedback. I take feedback from my mentees. I take my feedback from MRM Super 30. Sometimes I'm not perfect, correct? Who is the right people? People who follow me, people who know me. And that's how you should keep improving. And one thing which I've learned from Tony Robbins, remember this word, can I, CANI, can I, it means continuous and everyday improvement. You need to improve every day. I never compete my life with others. I never compete with my life with anyone. I just try to improve how I can be a best version of myself every day. I've stopped comparing my life with others. I've stopped worrying about log kya kahenge. The biggest disease that we all have, what other people will say, what log kya kahenge. Stop thinking. Stop giving importance to other people. The biggest mistake I've did till 2018. I don't care what other people are saying. If someone talks negative, it's okay. It's their life. Don't try to be a person who you're not. Don't try to compete with someone. Don't try to copy someone. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be authentic. Be vulnerable. You all have a powerful story. And trust me, your story can change someone's life. Your story can save someone's life. And trust me, I'm so proud about all my MRM family and Super 30 family, the way the transformation they're going through. You talk about Kapil, you talk about Lavanya, you talk about Sudhir, you talk about Avinash, you talk about so many people. Now I can't take everyone's name, but I'm so happy that at least I have made them the best version of themselves. When I see Kapil, my job is done. He is all set now. Lavanya, she's all set. Sonal, she's all set. Sujata, she's all set. Everyone, my job is done now. Now they will be unstoppable. Because that was my first responsibility to make them. Yes, you have something with you. Just take actions and go all out. And before I end, I want to thank you, some special people from my life. Trust me, teamwork is very important. And the book launch has become successful because my Super 30 family and my MRM mentees. I have never thought they will help me, and they're helping genuinely. I never forced them, but they are doing because see, once you do something good for someone, they will also start doing something for you. No intentions, I didn't have any kind of intentions. Just they did it because they really care for me. And I'm not building something, like just program to make money, but I am building a community. I am building a like-minded family who support each other during their bad times. Sometimes your family, your relatives, your neighbors are not with you, but I am creating a family. Again, I learned from my mentor how to build that community. I'm building my own tribe where we love each other, we care for each other. Why Dr. JP has written that book? I still remember how Dr. JP joined me, joined my MRM program, and then Super 30. And I can see an amazing transformation, Dr. JP. Hats off to you, Dr. JP. And thank you so much, Dr. JP, for giving me an honest review about my book. Thank you so much, Kapil. Thank you so much, Sudhir. And especially, I want to thanks from my bottom of my heart to Lavanya. Trust me, probably if she was not there, I would have never, we would have never had this some kind of amazing launch. So thank you so much, Lavanya. Thank you so much, Kapil. Thank you so much, Dr. JP. Thank you so much, Sudhir. Thank you so much to each and everyone who has added value in my life, who has helped me during my struggle, during my failures, and an entire transformation from becoming to version 2.0. And to all the MRM and Super 30 family, lots of gratitude. I can't take each and everyone name, so I'm sorry if I forget someone, but you all have played a very important role in my life. If Amol is there, it's all because of you. If Amol is there, it's all because of my parents, because of my mentor Dev sir, and it's all because of MRM and Super 30 family. You all have played a very important role in my life. Okay. So last thing, let's rock in 2020. People who are attending this session, let's promise to yourself after the session, go watch yourself in mirror and take one pledge. I will do whatever it takes to change my life. Just don't read the book. I want you should implement each and everything from that book. Because till the time, trust me, till the time, no mentor, no coach can change your life if you don't take actions. If you don't take actions, you can't blame coach, you can't blame a mentor, you can't blame anyone if you are not taking 100% responsibility to change your life. Don't stop blaming. Stop blaming. Take that 100% responsibility. So go ahead today, after the session, watch yourself in mirror, commit to yourself, take a beautiful pledge, and just promise to you, if Amol can change, if Amol can become the best version of himself, if Amol can become version 2.0, I promise myself from tomorrow onwards, I will do whatever it takes to change my life and I will be unstoppable. Keep repeating the statement whenever you feel low and see the magic. Okay. So love you all. Thank you so much for giving me valuable time. And I promise you, Amol is not living for himself. Amol is living for all my MRN family on all for my Super 30. Okay. Thank you so much, Lavanya, once again. Lots of gratitude to you from my bottom of heart. Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Lavanya.
I don't think I'm in any frame of mind to talk any further, Amol. It's really overwhelming to see you achieve your dreams, and it's a very, very proud moment for not just Dev sir here, for every single one of us. You have been the epitome of simplicity and humility for us. And I think that's the best thing we can take out of you and your teachings. And hats off to your failures, because if at all you landed up in some medical college in Karnataka, or if at all you were successful in your kurti business or mobile shoppy business, we wouldn't have been a family today. We wouldn't have had this strong community today. So thanks to your failures and hats off to your journey. Finally, I'd like to announce a contest which Amol sir has very, very kindly given to all of us. So this is an opportunity for every single one of us guys to grab 1 month of free MRM sessions. So how do you win that? When you order the book on your Amazon, just take a screenshot of your order. If you've already ordered, just go to your My Orders and take a screenshot and share it with Bhavna. So Bhavna's number, let me just put it on the chat as well. And it is 96996 24014. I've just pasted it on the chat as well. So all you need to do is order the book, take a screenshot of your order and send it to Bhavna, and you will get a confirmation wherein you will be able to attend 1 month, that is 30 full days of MRM sessions along with the mentorship of Amol Karale. Coming to an end, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dev Gadvi sir, to Mr. Krishna Karale, to Mrs. Sindhu Karale, to Varsha Karale, to all the dignitaries who have unveiled the book and blessed the occasion, the publishers of the book, Penman Publishing, the editors, Chetna Ingle and Nitin Datta, the special invitees and the reviewers for today's book, Dr. JP, CA Sudhir Shetty, Kapil Sunil Temgare, the special invitees, Dr. Sana Khan Patel, Mr. Babul Saha, the entire back-end support team, Darshan, Bhavna, and everybody out there who was never seen on the screen but have done a fabulous job behind to coordinate the entire virtual session. And last but certainly not the least, all you wonderful people out here who are here to draw the inspiration and take action in your lives. Thank you once again for making time on this festive season to spend almost 1.5, 2 hours with us and gracing this occasion. I'd like to thank the pandemic, the corona pandemic, because of which all of us here are able to gather here as a virtual community from across the globe. If it was probably a normal book launch in a hotel, then many of us wouldn't have been able to make it, including myself. So I thank every one of you once again. Let's remember, fail early, fail often, and fail forward. Make failure your best buddy. I wish everyone a very, very good luck in your journey of becoming the best version of yourselves. Thank you so much. Have a great Dashera and have a great day. Thank you so much.